And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's no secret many members of the older generation love to stay at home and would prefer to age there as well. But there are financial and safety concerns that come with this decision. My next guest explains why. And joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight, we have with us Dr. Lakeland Eichenberger, and she is a gerontologist and caregiving advocate. Now, Dr. Eichenberger, what we realize here in the United States, 10,000 baby boomers are turning 65 every day here in the United States, which is a lot of people. And so we have to prepare for this aging community that we're seeing. And what we're finding through studies that you guys have taken a look at is that many of those who are aging or returning to senior citizens, they want to stay in the house that they currently live in. And that presents a dilemma for children and family as well, right?
Absolutely, Isaiah. That's a great a question, and I'm really glad you're covering it because, as you mentioned, this is becoming a reality for so many families. And most people want to age in place; they want to stay at home. And if you look at kind of the data, 80 to 90% of folks say home is where I want to be, and I want to age there as long as possible. So it's really important for families to start talking about that and planning ahead before something like a crisis occurs that makes families have to make some decisions pretty short notice. So if you want to age in place, some things you want to think about are making sure your home is age friendly, set up for you to age in place, and also talking through what supports and resources might I need to help make that dream of staying at home a reality. Some families, they have those family members available to help support and provide care as they age and as maybe their needs increase. And some, maybe they have long distance family members, so they might need some support locally, like home care, like we provide at home instead, to make sure that they can continue to age in place. So some things you definitely want to start thinking about and talking about before reality sets in and there's a crisis that occurs.
And of course, one of the important points you bring about here is when I had my aging mother before she passed. I live in a two-story house, and I had to make room for her on the first floor, so she didn't have to take the flight of stairs and for some reason fall down those stairs. And there's another problem that we're dealing with. Now, if these parents and you as a child or caregiver, you're not sure that they're able to provide for themselves alone in the same house, what are some of the options out there that you would recommend for those children whose parents want to stay in that house, but they're not sure that they're capable of providing for themselves?
Yes, I think that is a challenge many families face. Looking into services that can come into the home can help provide for a number of needs that might be needed over time. So there are companies like home care that can come in and help with some of the household tasks. They can also help with transportation and errands and even some of that hands-on personal care. And then, if they have more medical needs, there's companies like home health care that can come in and provide things like nursing or physical therapy. But if families realize maybe home isn't where their loved one can remain. The number of options in terms of senior living has grown over the years. There's assisted living facilities. There are nursing homes or long-term care facilities as well. But those, again, are something you should look into, see what the availability is within your community before they're needed, because we know that, again, in a crisis situation, people, they're having to make a lot of hurried decisions. So the more research you can do ahead of time, the better.
Don't go anywhere. We'll continue this conversation after the break. We continue our discussion about senior citizens aging at home. I ask my next guest if living in those quarters can actually help with their mental and emotional well-being. And when it comes to health issues at home, I know from my mother's experience, there are many Medicare and Medicaid programs that are available that will provide them assistance through their insurance as elderly people as well, right?
I think that that's sometimes a misconception. So a lot of people think that Medicare is just going to provide for all of our long-term care needs. And that might be true maybe after a hospital stay. Medicare might cover some services in the home after, but the way that our system is currently set up, a lot of services in the home are privately funded. Sometimes veterans assistance, VA benefits might be provided. Some individuals could qualify for Medicaid support, but we also know that for many of those programs, there could be a wait list for things like Medicaid waiver services that come into the home. So again, these are things you want to start looking into, seeing what's available through your local area agency on aging, to then make sure, okay, if there is a wait list, what do we need to do to get on that wait list so that, when care is really needed, we're not just signing up for the wait list then and having to wait, 6 months to a year.
And of course, have you guys taken a look or done any studies of older seniors or senior citizens living in their home? Are they mentally better when they are able to stay at home instead of being sent to a facility or a care group? Are they mentally better, living a better life, happier?
That is a really great question. And we do find that the quality of life for individuals who want to remain at home that are able to do so, it really does factor into that quality of life. So we know that from an emotional standpoint, a lot of times they are happier because they're in that familiar comfort zone that they have come to know and appreciate. But then you do find that there are some individuals that also thrive in a community living setting. But I think, again, since most people desire to age in place, if families are able to make that a reality by looking into ways to modify the home for safety, to bring in those outside services and help them kind of, again, live out that dream or that desire to age in place, then that will go a long way in their kind of emotional health and well-being.
Still ahead, we've just talked about the senior community